Testing. 1, 2, 3. All right, Dev, you ready? Oh, it is. I can't hear myself or whatever.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics,
man, I can't wait to go to this stadium.
From the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens
I didn't know you was wearing all yellow. I would have wore all purple.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Bro, good. You don't need to see anything anyway.
He's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Making these people run slow. That is hella funny. Oh, no.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
Yeah.
Picked off by Caden Stearns.
He threw it so. It took him so long to throw it.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions.
Look at that. It took him so. Like he was already running over there by the time he even threw it.
Broadcasting his game. That's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Jackson.
And I did a high point pass.
Carlton Davis picks it, and the Rams are going to take possession.
They didn't even let me do it. I tried to do a high point pass.
On the opening drive. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game. Defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Bro, he wasn't even. He got tackled but wasn't down.
A week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense. That's something.
No, I'm just mad that.
Damn, bro.
See, I don't got no defense no more.
Over the 20-yard line.
Crazy.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
I got no defense, bro. I need my D tackles.
Looking to throw.
Oh.
That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the
You really did, because I seen it and just barely.
Surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there.
Oh, watch the run. Really?
And they'll wind up getting this to the 30.
Really? It's not gonna let me get that.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big.
Bro, your players need to be hurt. That's the problem.
Outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Whoa.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All right, watch the run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a
Watch the run. Watch the QB run.
He'll look to throw. And the Ravens pressure too much. Down he goes.
Yeah, let that man do a front foot.
Set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Watch the QB run.
They'll look to throw. He's going to float this
Bro,
deep right side.
what happened?
And the defense loses him. It's complete.
I'm in regular zone, and he didn't even.
NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but
Dang,
there's still
that's
something about a
crazy.
guy slinging one downfield.
That's crazy.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the
Bro.
score 7-0.
It just let the. It's alright. It's alright.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Man. I'm about to just throw it. I wonder if it'll happen for me. Let me try.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get
Man.
going.
No, I mean, like, let's see if I can get a wide open receiver.
We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball
He
again
said
now
no.
on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first
Hey,
play, get the
hey,
quarterback
hey,
some confidence.
don't hate on Singletary.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I'm just saying. I don't know why. I don't know what you got against him.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Bro, I can't. Oh, that's right, because this
They
is
go
my
play
stadium.
action now. Jackson. That's complete. It's
He was inbounds.
and he's gonna
Yeah.
get out of bounds right at midfield.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running
He
that
said,
route
did he?
deep enough.
No, we ain't got to. We ain't got to see. We ain't got to see. Let's just go. We ain't got to see nothing. Come on, come on, ref.
And he
We ain't got all day for this.
forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job.
Man,
by the
we ain't gotta
defense
see
rallying
nothing
to the
right
football
now.
and getting him on the
Keep it
ground,
moving.
but I think the play gets made by the defense in front,
see.
because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons
man.
everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread
Bro,
it to
were you
different
even
people.
trying to get him?
But you absolutely know they want to get this
He
man involved
just-
as
he-
well, and that's what they just did.
Zig done
on
set
that
his
play.
ass. Oh man, Aaron Donald. Man.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25.
Who?
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely.
Oh,
What they
yeah.
also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Let's see what we're gonna do.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson now.
Oh, he didn't even do the route.
Caught by Brown.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're
That's
watching
crazy.
here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He didn't even do what he was supposed to do. Well, does that even make any sense?
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who
Bro,
made the
did he
play
though?
there.
Like,
This defense is a difficult one to prepare
did he
for.
make
One
a
of the
play?
best in the
Did he make a
league.
play though?
Come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll get this
Oh,
down
I
to
see
the
what you're
10.
saying. He was trying to.
And this has been a nice
Yeah.
answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive.
It's
as a
the
response.
what's it called? It's the
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
It's the ball hawk thing.
They'll run here.
Bro,
with
get
Hubbard.
away from me, Donald.
And able to break one tackle.
Bro,
Quickly
just
brought
every
down,
time.
But a nice little gain. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Every time, it never fails, bro. Never fails. Let's see. Oh, I know doing?
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Man, you gonna tell me the time was right now? I'm trying to look for my. There we go. I'll do this one.
2nd and goal from the 1.
All right, this is an experiment play.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle.
They let that go.
8 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point.
I should have done this. What's the name though? Bro, this is. That's why he ain't gonna be a Raven next year. That's what I mean. Mess around and lose, be mad. Alright, let's see if my defense can stay afloat. Let me know when I can kick.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this.
Oh, no!
Going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out.
I already told you my dude can't catch though.
You know, doesn't have anything dramatic.
You ain't gotta be worried about that.
Get loose again.
He be missing everything. Come on,
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Who is that? Who is that? My linebacker or my lineman?
That went into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down.
Oh, it was my linebacker. It was my lineman. My end.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fights him off. Still fighting for more. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Okay. You to chill out, you psycho. You're back. Sit.
Bro, anytime this don't even, this is done.
The Raven offense set at the
Oh, it's because it's not a, that's why that makes sense.
That last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
He's like, I gotta get closer.
They go play action with Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it.
Oh, wow.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them hands, it is sometimes hard to appreciate.
That was your regular linebacker, right?
That was incredible. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
That's crazy.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense on the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yep.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
I already know it because you can't see icons or nothing.
Planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have
you did.
For a while there,
what did you say? Oh, 8. Yeah.
Going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions or
Why is that so strong?
as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
oh, get out the way, James. Just standing there.
Work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go away. Man, I don't even remember what I ran last time.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So, here we go.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is caught.
It's the ball hawk thing. Or you know how we have ball hawk off?
Jackson gets for his running prowess. You know, his deep ball.
Oh, I see
it's
what you're
really a
saying.
thing to behold as well.
I thought you just clicked on him.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively.
I'm just saying, if he would have caught that.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He can't
get only
block.
3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Second
Wolf?
quarter action,
Yeah.
1:56 remaining.
You mean when you tried to run right now, right? Yeah. That's because they slow the quarterback down. If you don't have what's it called?
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. The Ravens use
if you don't have a few parties.
Timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
There we go.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here.
Oh, yeah, because of the, what's it called?
Are going to get the football back.
Yeah, because of
The Raven
the
offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right on.
They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll run on 1st down. Hubbard. Defensively, Ogbonnia made the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here the first
That's
down.
bad.
And he's going to break our status.
He didn't even try to get it.
Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Shelling through the defense. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
This time Jackson will throw it. This one caught by his tight end Andrews. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete it.
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Going right back to Akers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd down, Akers. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
57 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down now, Akers. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run, 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. Gay's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the 2nd half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
On 2nd down, Akers, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 158 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Powering his way forward. They find some open field here. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On first down, it's Hubbard, and he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they improve their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go.
Yo, he's on the mic.